guys, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new. My name's Heather Salter Purvis, Sapphic Fantasy and Folklore, and this is the first video of my December series. I'm sorry I disappeared in November. Everything got hectic. I did manage to smash out an entire novella first draft, as well as a complete rewrite of a cosmic horror, so I will link those down for you in the comments. So in December I'm going to be doing Sapphic, so related to Sapphic books, information and author career stuff, but while I am enjoying preparing for the festive season, I'm also going to get some reading in. So today this is going to be my TBR for the rest of the year. Just some books I'll be picking up over the course of the month, and I'd love to know what sort of books you're hoping to slip in before the end of 2025. So let's dive on in. Most of these are fairly small and graphic novels, just so that I can get through a few more, because I am woefully behind on my reading challenges, but that's also not super important. I have been enjoying all the books I've been reading. I will have a recommendation video coming for you. Now onto the books that I will be reading. This is the second book in a self-published thriller called With Love. So it's Letters in Blood by Liz Lovelock. So it's told from the perspective of the kidnapper and the captor. So the first book was Dear Captor. So it is, Dear Captor, do you find pleasure in my torture screens, in my darkened cell of my own living nightmare? Why do you continue to play this game? Why didn't you just kill me? You've almost broken me all over again, but I've held firm. I've pushed through the pain you've inflicted, and now I'm seeing a side of you I never thought existed, a side I connect with, a side that I could grow to like. Your touch on my skin, it ignites the fire within. Only time will tell what will come. With love, Eleanor. So quite interested in this one. It is quite a short one, so hopefully we'll get to it soon. So this is probably one of the books I absolutely gagged when I saw was coming out. It is a prequel to the Purgatory duology that I read earlier this year by C.M. Quinn, which is a queer author here in Western Australia, and that's A Vow of Blood. So this is set 10 years before A Song of Death. So a monster, vicious and alone. All Alice Sinclair has ever known since the extermination of her people is that no one can know her secret, or she too will follow them to the grave. At 16, she's made a name for herself in the Dust Quarter, but at a price. Her latest mission ought to be the simple one, but chance discovery will alter the course of her life forever. Now she must do what she has never done before: trust a stranger, forge a bond, and her carve out the home she never thought possible. For the last necromancer, there's time for a little carnage. And this is also just a stunning cover. Luckily I did pick it up on release weekend, and I was lucky enough to get it signed, and it says it's the shit show you all asked for. So really looking forward to that, and I received a beautiful art print as well of the main couple in the series, so probably will wrap myself up in a beautiful blanket with probably a cup of iced tea. Don't know why I'm wrapping myself in a blanket given it's Australia and it's really hot. The next one, I might not read this entire book, but it is The Omnibus of Beautiful Beast, which is the complete collection by Mila Young. So it's a bind up of a bunch of novellas. It has beautiful end papers and printed edges. Alright, so this one I believe has a Beautiful Beast Academy. So I could choose to pick Lions and Lies, Manicures and Mayhem, Diamonds and Demons, Hexes and Hounds, Secrets and Shadows, Passion and Protectors, Ancient and Arcane, and then Tickle My Tentacle, which is a bonus in here. So I will probably read one or two throughout this bind up, and then I'm sticking to the bisexual chaos that is Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy, with a bunch of graphic novels. So I have Batman Arkham, which is Poison Ivy, so Gotham's deadliest beauty. She was once a doctor, a young woman with a unique fascination for botany and toxicology. but then she was seduced and later experimented on by her mentor, as also known as the supervillain of the Florrick Man, now a constant thorn in Batman's side, which also will lead on beautifully as information to do with a duology that will be coming out in a few years with me. So stick around if you want to learn about how Pamela Lemon Isley is informing the creation of a different story. We're then also going to Gotham City Sirens with Harley Quinn, Red Rogues, which is also Catwoman. I really just like Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn, which also then leads to just Harley Quinn as the graphic novels, just so I can take bits and pieces. I also do have a few arcs that I need to get to on my Kindle that I haven't yet, that will be moved over from NetGalley November. So if you haven't watched that video, I will link it here for you to have a look at. And let me know which of these books you would like an in-depth review for. And I will be back in just a few days with Sapphic recommendations if you're still looking for those last minute books to buy, and wrap up under the Christmas tree. So until next time, let's find where dark love blooms in the darkness and use our voices to promote a better world. And thank you and bye-bye!